பார்த்து, ஐயா இது நவீன காலம், விஞ்ஞான காலம் ஐயா, இந்த காலத்தை நீங்கள் இந்த மாதிரி காரியங்களை செய்து கொண்டிருப்பது நல்லதா? தயவு செய்து அந்த மாலையை ஜன்னலுக்கு அப்பால் தூக்கி எறியுங்கள் என்று சொன்னான். இதை கேட்ட அந்த மனிதர் என்ன செய்வதென்று தெரியவில்லை, மனம் கலங்கி விட்டார். சரி, இந்த நவீன விஞ்ஞான உலகம் என்று சொல்லுகிறீர்களே, அது என்ன நவீன விஞ்ஞானம் என்று சொன்னால் எனக்கு கொஞ்சம் விளக்கம் கூற முடியுமா என்று அவர் கேட்டார். அப்பொழுது சொல்லும் பொழுதே அவர் கண்களிலே தண்ணீர் வந்தது. கண்ணீர் வந்ததை பார்த்தது இவர் பயந்து விட்டார். என்னடா இது, நம்ம ஏதோ தப்பாக கேட்டுட்டோம் போல் இருக்கே அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு, ஐயா நான் இறங்கும் ஊர் அடுத்த ஸ்டேஷனு, நான் இறங்கிடுறேன், தயவுசெய்து உங்களுடைய விலாசம் இருந்தால் எனக்கு கொடுங்கள், நீங்கள் கேட்ட கேள்விக்கான விடைகளை உங்களுக்கு கடிதத்தின் மூலம் உங்களுக்கு தெரிவிக்கிறேன். விஞ்ஞானம் என்றால் என்ன, விஞ்ஞானம் என்றால் நவீன விஞ்ஞானம் என்றால் என்ன என்று சொன்னார். அந்த பெரியவரும் பையிலிருந்து ஒரு விசிட்டிங் கார்டை கொடுத்தார். அதில் அவருடைய பெயர் போட்டு அதில் டைரக்டர் சயின்ஸ் ரிசர்ச் இன்ஸ்டிடியூட் பாரிஸ் என்று இருந்தது. இதை பார்த்த இவனுக்கு தூக்கி வாரி போட்டு விட்டது. என்ன தவறு செய்து விட்டோம், எவ்வளோ பெரிய மனிதர் இவர். அந்த மனிதர் வேறு யாரும் இல்லை, லூயி பாஸ்டர். லூயி பாஸ்டர் அவர் அன்று இருந்திருக்காவிட்டால் இன்று இந்த பூமியில் பல நோய்களுக்கு மருந்து இல்லாமல் போயிருக்கும். இன்றைக்கு சராசரி ஆயுள் 150 ஆண்டுகளுக்கு முன்னால் என்ன இருந்ததோ அதை போன்று இரட்டிப்பாக இருக்குது. இந்தியாவை பொறுத்த மட்டில் ஒரு 65 வயது என்று வைத்துக்கொள்வோம் சராசரி வயது. இது 150 ஆண்டுகளுக்கு முன்னால் 30-35 தான் இருந்தது. உலகத்திலேயே அப்படித்தான் இருந்தது. ஆனால் இதற்கு காரணம் பல நோய்களுக்கு மருந்து கண்டுபிடிக்கவில்லை. ஆகையினால நோயினால் பல இறந்து போய்விட்டார்கள். இந்த மனிதர் லூயி பாஸ்டர் பல வியாதிகளுக்கு அற்புதமான மருந்துகளை எல்லாம் கண்டுபிடித்தார். காலரா, டிபி, இப்படி ரேபீஸ், வெறிநாய்க்கடி, இப்படி பல வியாதிகளுக்கு இன்ஜெக்ஷன்ஸ்லாம் கண்டுபிடித்தார். ஆகையினால இவருக்கு தெரிஞ்சது பிறகு செய்து ரொம்ப தவறு செய்து விட்டோம் என்று தெரிந்து அவர் மனம் ரொம்ப நொந்து போனார். இந்த லூயி பாஸ்டர் இந்த சமுதாயத்திற்கு இவ்வளவு செய்துவிட்டு கடைசியில் அவர் இறக்கும்போது பக்கவாத நோயினால் தான் இறந்தார். ஆனால் இறக்கும் பொழுதும் அவர் கையிலே ஜெபமாலை இருந்தது என்பது ரொம்ப குறிப்பிடத்தக்கது. காரணம், அவருக்கு இறை நம்பிக்கை அதிகம். இந்த இறை நம்பிக்கை நாம் அனைவருக்கும் இருக்க வேண்டும். உங்களுக்கெல்லாம் இருக்கிறது. காரணம், நீங்களாம் ராமகிருஷ்ண மிஷன் பள்ளியில் படித்த மாணவர்கள். ஆகினால் உங்கள் அனைவருக்கும் இந்த இறை நம்பிக்கை எப்பொழுதும் இருக்கும். நீங்கள் உங்கள் குழந்தைகளுக்கும் உங்களுக்கு தெரிந்தவர்களுக்கும் இந்த இறை நம்பிக்கையை ஊக்குவியுங்கள். இறை நம்பிக்கை, கடவுள் நம்பிக்கைத்தான் வாழ்க்கை. வாழ்க்கைக்கு மிகவும் சிறந்தது தெய்வ நம்பிக்கை. இறை நம்பிக்கை இல்லையே வாழ்க்கை இல்லை, சுவைக்காது. இறை நம்பிக்கையோடு தன்னம்பிக்கையும் வேண்டும். அப்பொழுதுதான் வாழ்க்கை மிக மிக சுவையாக இருக்கும், வாழ்க்கை வெற்றிகரமாக அமையும் என்பதை சொல்லிக்கொண்டு உங்களிருந்து விடைபெறுகிறேன். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
E.S. Narayan Murthy sir wants to speak for just 2 minutes, sir, not more than time.
Respected President of the meeting, revered Secretary Swamiji Maharaj of RKM ASHRAMA, respected members of the Managing Committee of the Ashrama, respected members of the RKM ASHRAMA Schools Alumni Association, all respectable older boys of the Ashrama Schools, parents, distinguished guests, all respectable retired teachers, and all the present sister and brother teachers of RKM schools working under Ashrama and other special invitees to the function. At the outset, I thank the Secretary Swamiji Maharaj, all the members of the Managing Committee, and the members of the Alumni Association for having honored all the 3 retired teachers of us in a fitting manner on this Alumni Day. We 3 are really very happy about this function, and we feel highly elated in the midst of a large gathering who have come to attend this grand function to greet and shower their best wishes and blessings on us. For want of time, I cut short my long speech, running about 3 pages for 15 minutes. But I am asked to take only 2 minutes. So I confine my speech to two appeals, earnest appeals. One to old boys of the schools of ashrama, and another the teachers who are working under ashrama too. Number one, a word of earnest appeal to all the old boys, all the students who studied in Sri Ramakrishna Mission High Schools under ashrama should be proud of their esteemed Ramakrishna Mission and also should be proud of their alma mater in the city. The products of Sri Ramakrishna Mission schools are spread all over the globe and are enlightening and flourishing themselves as scientists, space scientists, doctors, technocrats, engineers, software engineers, professors, teachers, lawyers, judges, pilots, Olympic photographers, and so on. In India, they are serving their nation under various capacities. As such, in return, you all should carry to the people of India and the world the messages, the gospels, and the teachings of the Trinity of our great mission, which is world-renowned and famous. Our mission is rendering a lot of welfare projects, schemes, and human services for the cause of the suffering, downtrodden, poverty-stricken, the poor and the needy people in our state and the country as a whole. All old students should come forward and join this campaign and the activities of our esteemed mission and try to serve it under any capacity. This should be the motto of your love and service for the nation. Number two, on this occasion, I make also a sincere appeal to the present sister and brother teachers working in the schools under the ashrama. Try to be an up-to-date and dynamic practical teacher in the school. Go to the classroom fully prepared and with the thoroughness in the subject to be taught to the pupils. Try to face any situation in the classroom, intelligently, diplomatically, bravely, and with a psychological approach. Today's children are tomorrow's citizens. You all should know that teachers are real nation builders. As such, you should set a model to the students in all your endeavors and activities in the school. You should always display and maintain your discipline, dignity, devotion, and duty before students in the school. Naturally, students in return will behave and conduct themselves, giving due respect to the chair and the teacher. Good rapport should be maintained between the teacher and the taught. Lastly, I remind all the present teachers who have gathered here the inspiring golden words of Swami Vivekananda. Arise, awake, and stop not until your goal is reached. Jai Sri Guru Maharaj ki, Jai Sri Mahamayi ki, Jai Sri Swamiji Maharaj ki. Thank you all.
Excellent. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Now there will be a word of thanks by my good friend KVS Gopalakrishnan. But before that, I would like to remind you, after this word of thanks, there are two very important and interesting cultural programs. One by the one and only Subbu Arumugam, Villupattu. Be a big hand for him, naturally. Thank you. And on Ramakrishna, he is going to present. And then, my own friend, classmate, batchmate, Maharajapuram Ramachandran's music concert is there, who is the son of the legendary Maharajapuram Santanam. So let us avoid these two important programs. Be seated. And now let me invite KV Santaro Gopalakrishnan for a word of thanks.
It gives me great pleasure for me to stand before this august audience to express gratitude. One may ask, is there a need for a vote of thanks? For this unique program is one for the alumni, of the alumni, and by the alumni. including the cultural program which is to follow. But it is our bounden duty to inform the audience as to how this mega event was possible by the active role played by some, but for which this could not have happened. Firstly, the architects of the concept of the Alumni Day. Generally, the school management supports such an event, but if they at the helm of affairs are themselves the alumni, the push for the event is much more dynamic. Sri Nalli Kuppusamy Chettiar, donning the role of the president of the ashrama and the alumni association, and Swami Padmasthananji, the secretary, who are themselves the alumni, have left no stone unturned to concretize the efforts in organizing the event. Let us give them a big hand. Added to that, the heads of our institutions, Sri Krishnaswamy, the headmaster of the main school, Srimati Sarada, South Branch Higher Secondary School, and Srimati Ganga Gauri, principal of Metric School here where the program is being held, and Srimati Mallika Ponraj, headmistress of the Tamil Medium School, have from the day one involved themselves and given all the support. And here is Mr. K.N. Subbayan, former headmaster and presently the administrative officer of the schools, Sri Kesavan of the ashrama with his band of committed staff, especially Rajashekar, Shankar and Shanmugam, have meticulously planned every activity and also provided the logistic support required. Chandrasekhar, the secretary of the Alumni Association, who was the live wire behind this, and I have rather been pestering them, but they stood firm like a rock and supported all our efforts. We owe a special thanks to them. Secondly, the motivated retired teachers like Mr. Rajamani, Sri Varadarajan and Sri S.L. Narasimhan, who came from day one of our meetings, enabled us to build up data on the alumni with whom they were still in touch. It was a fantastic job of theirs. Also, the organizing committee members from the alumni, who from the first meeting have been consistently attending to the preparing work, mobilizing resources, etc. In this connection, I must make a mention that charity begins at home. The charity began with the president of the association himself donating a sizable amount for conducting this event. Then it was followed by our own Chandrasekhar secretary, Mr. Pratap Reddy, and then now you had seen like people like Janardhan Gupta and Mr. M.K. Srinivasan have all come forward to contribute for this. We owe a lot of thanks to them. As a matter of fact, Mr. N. Veeraraghavan, he has just left. He was the student in the 1939 batch. He had come from Bangalore and he happened to know about this event. He came. He has also left a check for 15,000 just before going. Also, quite a few alumni have come from outside Chennai. It is difficult to name all, but I would like to mention the name of Mr. N. Veeraraghavan, Janardhan Gupta and his friends, Sri Sudhakar from Kapistalam, Sri Swaminathan from Hyderabad, who all came. Thirdly, the senior most alumnus, Sri Venkatraman, and the retired teachers, Sri Marudavanan, Sri Narayanamurthy and Sri Ramurthy, accepted our invitation to and graced the occasion to give us the pleasure of honoring them. Fourthly, the speakers of the day, Dr. M.K. Srinivasan, Sri B.S. Raghavan, Justice Chandru, Sri P.B. Sampath, Sri Lena Tamilvanan, Mr. Jagannath Gupta, and Dr. Sendil, who spoke out from their heart of their association with the alma mater. Next in the list are Sri Kalaimamani Kavingar Subbu Arumugham, whose son Gandhi and his grandson were our alumni, and Mrs. Bharati Thirumagan, his daughter. She is an old student of Sarada Vidyalaya, for responding to our invitation to give a Villupattu program on Gurudeva. I may like to mention that Sri Subbu Arumugham has been soaked with the devotion for three people, Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Sri Paramacharya and Mahatma Gandhi. As a matter of fact, he was here, the family has been initiated by Swami Ranganathanji. The students also contribute. Now, Sri Sangeeta Chudamani Maharajavaram S. Ramachandran is also going to render devotional music. We owe a lot of thanks to them. The students who gave the prayer song deserve our thanks, Kumara Guruburu and his team. It was nice of our MC, Professor Vavesu, for having taken time off and participate with his eloquent narration, adding luster to the event. Further, in arranging the logistics support, quite lot of alumni have butted in. Sri Bharanidharan of Sadhaka Paravaigal, who has arranged this audio system and other connected activities. Sri Sabarish and his parents, Sri Gurumurthy and Srimati Shyamala. Srimati Shyamala was our teacher too in providing other infrastructural facilities. Mr. Srinivasan of Vivekananda Coffee, who has put up counters for coffee, and Mr. Satyamurthy of Multicraft, who executed the work of printing the souvenir on a time-based constraint. Sri Parthasarathy of PSV Catering, who provided the high tea. I hope you all enjoyed it. To all the alumni, especially people have come in some families, the father and son. Here is Mr. A.R.S., whom I met a few days back. He and his son have come. So also there is one batchmate of Dr. Badrinath, Mr. Nagendra Rao and his son Rajaram. Like that, families have turned up. All of you, I owe a lot of thanks. Let us thank the Trinity, Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Holy Mother Sri Sarada Devi and Swami Vivekananda for having allowed us to conduct this event with their blessings. Thank you. Enjoy the shows to follow. Thank you.